They say love lives every day, but my love only breathed on Wednesday nights that I could touch him, feel him, but only for one night, and then 6 endless days of waiting. Have you ever imagined a love like that, where every moment burns quietly with an untold desire? Pause, soft breath sound. Tonight, I'll tell you my story, the story of Wednesday nights, where love kissed the very walls of captivity. Only on Wednesdays, they say love follows no rules, but Emma's love came with a strange condition. She could only see, hear, and touch someone on Wednesdays. The rest of the week, it was as if she was trapped inside a silent, pitch-black prison. No sounds, no light, no touch, only endless, aching loneliness. And then, on one unforgettable Wednesday night, she met him, Logan, a stranger, yet somehow it felt like she had known him forever. A subtle smile played on his lips, and his eyes, God, those eyes, deep enough to drown in, sharp enough to pierce her very soul. For the first time, Emma's heart raced wildly. They could only see each other once a week, but in those few hours, the world outside just disappeared. Time stood still, the air smelled sweeter. Her fingers, when they brushed against Logan's, sparked a tingling rush that lit up her entire body. Wednesday nights became her addiction. Every painful day between them was just a countdown to their next touch, and when Wednesday finally came, Emma's breath quickened, Logan's gaze turned intense, and the world melted into just them. Sometimes Logan would lean close, whispering against her ear, his voice rough and electrifying. If you want, I can trap you in these moments, forever. Emma's eyelashes fluttered, her heart ached to say yes. But a quiet fear lingered in the corners of her mind. Who was Logan, really? The next Wednesday, when Logan pulled her into his arms, his touch burned with a desperate hunger, a wildness that made Emma wish the night would never end. But then, suddenly, there was a flicker in Logan's eyes, something fierce, something dangerous. Emma's lips trembled. Logan, what do you want from me? He smiled, that slow, intoxicating smile that could melt her will away. I want you, Emma, all of you, not just for Wednesdays, forever. The story wasn't over yet, it was only just beginning. Emma's heart was pounding in her chest. There was a strange, burning fire in Logan's eyes, one that seemed to pull her closer with every beat. Wednesday night, that fleeting moment when the rest of the world simply disappeared. Emma barely managed to steady her voice. Forever? But, how? Logan gently touched her chin, lifting her gaze to meet his. All it takes is one yes, Emma. If you want, I can free you from your Wednesday curse. Every day, every night. I'll be able to touch you, see you, love you, but there's a price. Emma's breath caught. What price? She whispered. Logan leaned in, his breath warm against her skin. Time seemed to freeze, the air around them grew heavy, charged with something electric. The space between them, dangerously thin. He whispered, you'll have to give me a piece of your soul. I in return, we'll be together. Always. Emma's lashes fluttered shut, her heart screamed to say yes, to throw herself into his arms, to escape the cruel prison of loneliness for good, the promise of endless love, endless touch. But deep inside, her mind whispered a warning. Think, Emma, is this really what you want? A heavy silence hung between them, filled only by the frantic rhythm of her heart. Then slowly, Emma reached out, took Logan's hand in hers, pressed her forehead gently against it, and whispered, "Love isn't about cages, Logan, love is freedom, and I want you, only on Wednesdays, because that's when we feel it the most." Something softened in Logan's eyes. For the first time, a quiet smile played on his lips that he pulled Emma into his arms, holding her like she was the only thing that mattered. No conditions, no chains, just Wednesday nights, and the kind of love that filled the spaces between them completely. They say sometimes being incomplete is the only way to truly be whole, and Emma and Logan, every Wednesday, found their forever in those fleeting moments.